Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the delay. I did film this before, but apparently I had a giant friend up in here that we didn't see until editing. But we have the video going on a monitor right now so we can make sure that it's so good. I wanted to bring you a haul today that is so fucking big. And by the way, if you don't like swearing, bye. But no, seriously, sorry that you don't enjoy a little bit of adults vocabulary in your life. But anyways, I'm gonna start off with my Sephora haul, which most of it is on my face. I started off with this primer of the YSL Touche Eclate Blur primer, and I got the silver version because the silver one seemed more for dry skin because it said it was gonna add radiance, and the gold ones, it seemed more for oily skin. So I picked up this one. Yachty, A-Merch, Beauty, you both talked me into it. Like, I mean, Yachty was just holding me up at gunpoint like, you better get this bitch. And I was like, okay. And then for foundation, I first tried this Dior Air Flash foundation, and I can't wear it. This is 1N. This is the lightest shade, and it's still too dark for me. I'm gonna hopefully be able to wear it during the summertime, but right now, I mean, you can see my neck, and you can see that I scratched myself, but you can also see, like, I'm just pale, and I have a little bit of a tan because I love to wear shirts like this. It's just too dark on me, and it makes me sad. But I got this from, actually I got this from Belk. I'm sorry. I got this 25% off, so I'm not too mad, especially if I could still wear it during the summer. The next thing I bought was Tom Ford, and this is the Fiber Brow Gel, and everyone and their mother was saying how great this was, and they're right. Like, it will like give color to all of your brows, and especially color to ones that you didn't even know that you have right up here, and make you look like you're a werewolf. I mean, I really like this shit. I mean, it is good. Like, I just went and it was like, whoa. Of course, I had to fill in my tails and everything because they were like absolutely nothing there, and I was like, well, I'm glad I still have pencils. The next thing I got, Just Glow Firefly, all feisty. Cara's got it now too. I'm so happy I wasn't the only one talked into getting this Gucci bronzer. Tara Lynn was the final nail in the coffin to freaking make me get this, and I thought no, there was no better time than to get it during the Sephora sale. Getting 20% off of this $62 bronzer was the best time, and of course I got in fair, and I'm wearing it right now, and it actually, like, I totally thought it was going to be too dark on me, but it actually looks pretty nice. And Teresa is dead. Like, she helped me stay away from it for a long time. She said it smelled like old granny snatch, and I actually like the way it smells. So I guess I like old granny snatch. She's right. Like, for the price and everything, it's not a weapon like I would love it to be, but it's still pretty bougie. It's still pretty, and I'm still like, I'm glad that I have it. I started off very light because I heard it was super fucking pigmented, but I started light and I just blended the fuck out of it, and you can't barely see it because the next product I went a little too ham on because I've never played with a cream blush before, and it's the Patric Ta Fingerprint Magnet Blush. And this is the Double-take Cream and Powder Blush, and She's That Girl, which is the pink one, which is what I always start with. I always start with pink because it's the most wearable shade for me. And I was going light. I was doing good. I fucked up by not putting the powder down first and then putting the cream. I went straight in and put the cream first. And then I started dabbing in my beauty blender after. I was like, this shit ain't showing up, and then streak. And so I was like, oh my God, what have I done? So I dabbed the powder on, swirled it around to try to set it, and then after I put on my highlight, I put like a shitload of powder on. The NARS setting powder, I was just like, let me buff it with whatever the fuck I got. And so that's how I got this result right now. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Honestly, could have been the fact that I was embarrassed of how bad it was. And now that the blood has, you know, receded back from my cheeks, it's not as rosy. Luckily, I was able to at least blend it out, but it was so much. Oh my God. I need to try to put the powder down first and then put the cream. And I also got these two brushes. Everyone and their mother's been talking about these Rare Beauty brushes. I love this concealer brush. Like, it just gets right up in that bitch. And it's not pokey when you do it like this. Like, I hate the feeling of brush hairs poking into your skin. I don't like it. And this one's okay. I think I haven't found the right foundation for this, because the foundation that I went in was that Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear one, and I just like applying that one with a sponge. But this concealer brush is great. I mean, if you want to start off with one brush, if you want to try it, especially with this little point right here, like, this is a awesome brush. And then I bought a backup of my Hourglass Veil Eye Primer, which I used today. I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and I really like that, especially when you want just a pow knock of color on your eyeballs. I tried the Hourglass one. I guess someone had it in their PR and just sold it because they didn't want to use it, and I bought it for like $19 the first time. Fell in love with it, and I was like, it's worth with 20% off. So I went ahead and got that. And then I got this Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade, what is this? Tantastic. And I was like, I've been wanting it. People have been saying it's really, really good, and I want to kind of start a series on bronzers for very fair skin. I think that would just be really good, finding out how it looks on very fair skin. Someone needs to do one for dark skin and deep skin, because I can't imagine how hard it would be to find a bronzer for that deep of skin. But anyways, and I know there's people that are lighter than me that should probably come and represent the super fair. But anyways, for less than $30 for this, I was like, this is a no-brainer. I'm gonna get it. And then I got my Dior Quint in the shade Tutu, and I'm just collecting them all. I just am. The only one I know I'm not going to be able to get is Tribal, and the only place I've been able to see that it's being sold at is overseas in Europe. So I don't know if it'll even come back to the US or anything, but hopefully it'll come back. And the next thing I got is this Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette, and I have this on. I have like a combination of the gold and the shimmer rose, like these two right here, and it's beautiful. I really, really like this, and it's this super soft, gorgeousness on my freaking face, and it's just like, you can just blend it out with your freaking fingers, and it's freaking great. But I mean, you can go soft, you can go blazing with it. It's just, and it's nice. And I actually like the packaging. Some people were complaining about the packaging being cheap. It's either going to be super fucking fancy, or I better be able to fucking see it. And so for me being able to see it, I think is a plus, because especially with, you know, when you have such a, you know, a larger collection, you need to be able to see it because everything's just smushed together. And then I got this Drunk Elephant, the A Passion retinol cream. I have a deluxe size of it, and I'm almost through it, so I went ahead and got the full size of it, and I really like this stuff. It doesn't seem too harsh on my skin, and I mean, Drunk Elephant goes really well with my skin. I've tried Tatcha products, and I even got, this was the next product I was going to talk about, is the Tatcha Rice Wash and the Moisturizer Duo. I like the wash. I don't think the moisturizer does well with my skin. It just, it left me with like little, almost like welt cyst type things on my skin. So I can do the wash, but I can't do the moisturizer, which luckily the wash is bigger than the moisturizer. I'm gonna probably just try to use it on my forehead and be done with it. But yeah, just something about Tatcha's products just don't work with me. I don't know if it's the fragrance or what, but I have fragrance in my makeup and I don't get bumps like that. But this Drunk Elephant line is what I swear by, and I really like it. It doesn't irritate my skin. It helps my skin, and I mean, I wanted to get the suitcase. I really, really wanted to get the suitcase, but I was like, I don't need that damn suitcase. So I didn't get the suitcase. Now we're gonna move into, oh wait, I'm sorry. There's one other item that I got from Sephora. I got 2 bottles of this refresh spray, which I love this stuff for daily cleansing of my brushes, especially the natural hair brushes, because it doesn't contain any alcohol, and it is in a newer bottle now. Like this is the bottle, but I had the old one and I compared the formula, and it's the same formula in the same order and everything. And it's just really, really nice for just getting that pigment off and everything like that. And then you deep cleanse like once a month or once every 2 months, depending on your brush and everything. But yeah, I really love this stuff, and especially getting it on sale, like that's the best time to stock up on it. Okay, now I can move on to what I got from the cosmetic company store, and I love that place. I was so happy. I was searching. I went to 4 different ones hoping to find Double Indemnity. I seen it on, there was another YouTuber on here that she goes to discount stores and she tries to find, you know, really good value and stuff like that to help us save our money, which I can totally appreciate. I appreciate people that go out of the way to try to help others save some coin. What she showed on her vlog camera, there was Double Indemnity. They had the Tom Ford Lost Cherry candle, which I was like, I thought that just came out this year. And they had Tom Ford Lost Cherry. They had a whole bunch of Tom Ford at her location. And I thought, you know, all of them would be like that, and that's not the case. And one of the ones that I went to was actually closed. Luckily, the 4th one that I went to had some things that I wanted, including this bad boy. This is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is the 100 milliliter 3.4 ounce version. And I already gushed about this on my Instagram, so if you've seen it on my Instagram, you know how much I love this already. Oh my gosh, I was not going to pick this up. I was like, over $200 for a perfume? You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god. Who would I be paying $200 for that? But yeah, I'll buy like all the freaking Dior quints. But because I'm not a big perfume person, but I asked the lady, you know, if she could spray, if I could test it out. She sprayed it on the tissue and I just kept breathing it in while she was ringing up my stuff, and I was just like, just add it. And it just smells so good. It smells so freaking good. That's why this stuff lasts so long, and I'm like, oh my god, I understand why they charge like almost $500 for this shit. It's amazing. Oh my god, I miss the smell of it because I try not to use it like all the time or anything. Like, this is not a daily fragrance. My Gucci one is a daily fragrance. This is not. This is a special occasion, or I want to get high off of the smell of this type of occasion. But I mean, it starts off with this strong, warm cherry smell, and then it's just this blanket of spice and just, oh my gosh, I feel so good with it on. I feel like a sexy, power-hungry bitch. I love that shit. Okay, the next thing that I got was I did find a Tom Ford quad that I did want. I didn't have it already. It's Orchid Haze, and it's such a pretty color. It's a very neutral, lover-friendly quad. If you can see it, if I'm not blinding y'all. Yeah, let me. But this is the quad. It's really, really pretty. It's a subtle look. It's his original formula. Like, I hate that he's getting rid of these older formulas and then giving us kind of crap, except for First Frost. You know I fucking love First Frost. I will die for First Frost. But I got that, and then I also got, Mel Thompson made me buy this. It's the Hot Butter Rum palette, and with how much she said she loved it, and for it being like maybe $11, I was like, I'll buy it. And it's a really nice, just a little warm palette, and it smells like rum, and it's just classic formula from their 10 palette. It's really, really nice. It blends out very, very well, and I'm so glad. I almost wish I had picked up 2, but I've got such a big collection. I don't need to be picking up backups for palettes. That's the last thing I need backups for. Eye primers, yes. Setting sprays, maybe. Well, not really setting mist, but this is the last thing I got from that haul, and it's this 2-pack of the MAC Fix Plus, and this was $11. It was either 11 or 14. I got everything 50% off that store, and these are the full size. And I was like, well, with me doing YouTube and everything, I'm probably going to actually go through these. And so, yeah, these are the full size 100 milliliter Fix Plus, and so I'm really glad that I got that while I was there. And so the next place that I hit up, actually, let me show you the things that I got from Macari, because I love shopping Macari. Cara, you know how great Macari is. Macari and Poshmark. I love getting shit off of there because you can save so much. Like, I got this Sunset palette because I wanted to have a companion palette for the bronze palette that I got. Also, I got that one on Poshmark for $35. I got this one for, I think it was $60. And so for getting it almost basically half off for something that's probably not going to go on sale for a while, and I used this. The only shade when she was selling it that was even swatched was this one, this gold shade right here. Other than that, it was untouched. And I'm not gonna knock, you know, that for just to have this. I don't want anything to go to waste, and I've got alcohol to sanitize shit, so why not? If it keeps it out of the landfill or it just keeps it from just going to waste, I'll buy it. I got this one brand new, and it's a Dior quint, and I got Mitza. And I had to wait forever for this one because the post office that this was shipping from apparently had a case of COVID come back. So I had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for this one to finally show up. This is from me using it. It was brand new. I don't know where I hope people aren't stealing them, but this was brand new and I got it for, I believe it was $40, but this is a beautiful quint. Perfect if you love warm tones. Beautiful, beautiful quint. And I'm so glad I've been able to find so many. It seems like the ones that have actually been on sale are the ones that I'm seeing on Poshmark and Macari. So I don't know if people are buying it from their store with their employee discount and reselling, which I know some people in Sephora do that. And I mean, you got to make a living. And this is the last thing I got off of Macari, which was the Peak palette. And I know these are already existing shades, but not only did I love the color of the palette, I love just having this, because having more of a good thing is not a bad thing in my opinion. And I need to play with this one. I really want to play with this one. And then I went and got the Sydney Grace Enduring Love palette when it was on sale. I got the light version, of course, and I've already played with it a little bit, and I really do love the quality of this, and especially after trying the Little Marvels from Mel Thompson's collab. I really wanted this one next, and Teresa Is Dead also said like it was her favorite neutral palette, and I really wanted to try it. It's a beautiful palette. The only thing that I wish, I understand the changing from tin to cardboard. I have no problem with being more economically friendly packaged, but I wish that instead of going with this peachy color, they stayed with the gray. I think because it just makes this palette, when you open it, it makes it look a lot warmer than it actually is. And even my camera makes it look more warmer than it actually is. It's definitely more on the cool to neutral tone side, and I just wish that it was just gray. But I mean, that's just me. I think it's a lovely palette. I'm so glad that Sydney Grace is doing so well. I kind of am afraid that if it does too well and she sells it off, then it's going to lower the quality of the shadows, and I don't want that to happen, but I want them to grow too. So hopefully they just stay, you know, in their own little space. And then I got this from Natasha Denona. I got this Trio Comb palette, and I got this mainly for the mattes. I knew as soon as I saw those huge swatches of those multi-chromes that the multi-chromes were going to be shit on the eyes. I mean, I love the mattes. The mattes are a wonderful formula, and the multi-chromes are too, but the multi-chromes are not multi-chromes on the eyes, and unless they're multi-chrome on the eyes, then they're not a real multi-chrome. I mean, you can see 2 shifts in each one when you move it, but I don't see 3 shifts. So to me, this is just a duochrome palette, but I love that I can use this, and I use it with the Safari palette to get even more depth. And with the Safari palette being 50% off on her website, and you have a 25% off coupon, which is how I got this. I mean, if you're wanting to try it, now's the time to do it. And then the last 2 haul little things that I picked up. I got 2 of the Tom Ford large Terra bronzers, because for some reason a lot of retailers are not showing this anymore, and I'm scared that they're either going to reformulate it or they're going to discontinue it, and I'll be damned if I go without this bronzer. I love the formulation of this bronzer. It's fucking fantabulous, and I think only Gold Dust is on there, but for being I think it was $45 each in comparison to $112. Who would I be but to not get backups? A sensible person, that's what I would be. But I mean, that's not here and there. And then I made an order on Orly while they were having a 30% off sale, and I got 2 of each of these. I love Orly's like treatment products and their polishes. Their polishes are really good too. I love nail polish. Ever since I got pregnant and my nails started growing really well, it's just been great just little me time with skincare, doing my makeup, and then doing my nails. But nails can be done like almost any time. The other things can be done too, but this is just really calming to me because I don't really have to think about anything, especially in between drying time. But this bonder is the best base coat. It's a rubberized base coat, and it really helps adhere the color to your nail bed. Not into the way that it will cause staining, but in the way that it sticks and it doesn't really chip. I use this in conjunction with their top coat, the Polish Shield. It's an all-in-one ultimate top coat, and that's because it is also quick drying, but it's durable. Like, I have it on my nails now, and I picked up some nail products from TJ Maxx, and this is the last place that I'm hauling from. TJ had some calcium shields, and I think these are $4.99 compared to I think like $12. This is a good base coat. I use this underneath the bonder, and it helps reduce staining on my nails. So I use a treatment, then I use the bonder, then I do 2 coats of color and a top coat, and that'll last me at least a week if I don't decide to change my mind. I mean, Orly has great stuff. And 2 polishes that I got from TJ Maxx as well is this one called City of Angels, and it's this beautiful blue, and it's got these pink iridescent little glitters in there, and it's just beautiful. I can't wait to wear that for spring, or hell, you can wear this for winter. And then I got another black polish because I love black polish, and this is in the shade The Blacklist. And that's all of the items that I got from this haul. I greatly appreciate y'all for sitting through this and being patient with me while I, get another video up. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!